Hi ladies, it's Kelly and today I have an altered box to share with you. Now this box is absolutely huge. To give you an idea, because I didn't bring a ruler up with me, even the 12 by 12 papers wouldn't fit from end to end. I think it's 13.5 by maybe 8.5, but I might be wrong. So I started off with a really plain wooden box from IKEA. It's like a tenner or something, and wanted it to be black and white to match mine and my husband's bedroom. So this is the front, and this is what I have come up with. It's going to be really hard to film, ladies, because it's really big, so bear with me. So on the front, I've put on these handles. These handles weren't originally on. It had like little holes where you could just pull the drawers in and out. So I turned the drawers back to front. So this would originally have been the back of the drawer, and reversed, got some handles, painted those black, covered them in Inca Gold, and I've reversed the handles. So you've got one that pulls out this way and one that pulls this way. On the front, I've done black and white paper. I think that it's my mind's eye. Can't quite remember. And I've done rolled edges because it's a double-sided paper on both sides, so they're opposite to each other. Then down both sides, again opposite, I've got 3 lots of different lace. So here and here. Across the centre, I've got diamante trim, which is black with the sort of diamante centre, and down the sides I've got a pearl bead trim. Then what else have I done on the front? I've got some texturing. I don't know how well the camera will pick this up, but I've got some dots here and here, and some over here, and then I've got a nice sort of textured look to make it look a bit more distressed. So I think that's pretty much it for the front. And then if I turn to this side, bear with me. Can we see that? Yes, we can see that. On this side, I've got another piece of the paper. Painted the box itself black, and I used the back of the other paper that I used on the front for this side. And I've just added quite a lot of fun here, really. So I've got a piece of paper, 2 different papers, and torn them out and stuck them over. I've done some masking, different shades of sort of black and grey, and some reverse drips, so they go the wrong way round. I've got an applique in the corner here. Then over on this side I've done some flowers, and I've got a metal leaf here, spelt out the word love in little beads here. I've got a fairy, and I don't know how well you can see it here, but you'll see it better in the photos, which is really textured. I've got a grey Say It in Pearls by Prima, a black gem spray here, some more bits of paper, some more metal under there, I've got some iron roses and some wild orchid crafts on here as well. And then again the same sort of just texture to give it a bit more of a distressed look all over. So I've left the back pretty plain. On the back I have done, oh no, you can't see that. There we go. On the back, again, I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but I have done the crackled paint technique, so black underneath and white on top, and the crackles look quite good, I think. And then I've just done some more texture, and I've done like a cracked glass effect mask around some areas, and the dots in others, just to give the back something a bit pretty, not that we're really going to see the back. Then on the other side, I have done a sort of laced up chain effect, which I got from Miss Liberty 25. Hey Miranda! So I've stuck the paper on and I've curled it back, and here we have the crackled paint technique again underneath, and on this side I've sort of torn it out and added the reverse side of that particular piece of paper. Then in the corner here I've got a filigree piece which I've made into a flower with some flower petal on top, and a resin piece which I've rubbed some Inca Gold over. Some handmade flowers here, little rosebud, another flower. There's a big doily running right the way around underneath that, another piece from the paper line, and some little silver sprays coming out here. Some pearls up the side which I've painted black and then rubbed again with the Inca Gold. A bead, what they call gem flourish, coming around here. So that's that side. So again, we've got the texture running all over. That's all over the chain as well, because I wasn't too keen on the colour of the chain, but I didn't have any thicker silver chain. And then I've made a charm for this side, which I was really pleased with because I didn't really have the tools to make a charm. Never made one before. But I've got sort of some beads and some pendants and things hanging down there, which have again all been distressed with the same. I'll show you the underneath very quickly. Not very interesting, but just so you can see that I've done it. Let me just try and tip this up. So that's the underneath, so it's papered from end to end, and I've done little feet which I've put black crackle paint all over, which were originally very cheap plastic doorknobs, which I bought really, really cheaply. Right, I'm going to switch the camera off now and move it up so that you can see the top, because you're not going to see it very well from this angle, so bear with me. Okay, I'm back. I've struggled to get a good angle on the top, but the photos that I put at the end will definitely show it better. So this is the top. I'm really, really pleased with how well it came out, actually. It took me a lot longer than expected, but I'm really pleased with it. So down the sides, this side and this side, I've got one of the pleated box trims, and then across the front and back I've got one of these velvet, can't remember what they're called, trims. And yeah, so that's the sides. So underneath we've got the paper, and we've got the sort of exploding canvas effect on the top. There's so many details here. I'm gonna, whoop, there's a drawer, see what I can go through. So right at the front here, I've done like a domino effect. They were from Crafty Embleys, they were wood. They've been painted and stickled and covered in glossy accents to give them the sheen. So I think they came out really cool. So it's supposed to look like a stacked domino, like a falling stacked domino effect. I've got a large piece of white lace which runs right the way from here all the way through. In this corner there's a little sign here. Oh, I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not, but it says "Make a Beautiful Mess." Underneath I've got a texture. I've textured with texture paste and a mask. There's some music notes which run right the way through to the back corner over here, which I don't think you can see. If I start at the top corner, stop the drawers from falling out, I've done just a load of different flowers over there. They're wild orchid crafts, I am roses, and some of those are handmade flowers as well, so it's the grey, black, white sort of theme. And some of those I've textured up as well, which I think look really cool. Then in the centre I've got my like a photo frame I made out of chipboard with like a shadow box in the back, and I've put a fairy in there which is Prima, which I've painted black, rubbed with Inca Gold, and it's supposed to be the caged fairy. So the cage is actually a bird cage from Crafty Embleys. And as you can see, the frame is buttons which I have painted black and rubbed with Inca Gold. So that was really fun to do, actually. If we move over a bit, here we have a spray which is from I Am Roses. So that's kind of coming up the side of the explosion. Then to this side, sorry ladies, it's really hard to film. This side, this is a picture of me and my husband, which is on a card, which is part of the paper collection. I've got some more flowers over here again. I've got a light bulb which has been textured, metal leaf which I've painted, metal filigree flower which I've painted, and I added these little gems too because I thought they looked quite cool. If we move back this way a bit, we've got the film strip, the Tim Holtz film strip at the front here, which I've sort of weaved in and out from the photo frame in the middle. And then all over, I don't know how well you can see it, again the photos will show it better, the whole thing is covered with pearls and flourishes and pearl accents here and there. So again, the photos will definitely show that better. Also, just to show you, move it back, I've also done the inside of the drawers. So this is the top one. Got 4 different papers in there that's stuck down and sealed with Mod Podge. And to the sides I have done the crackled paint job, but I wanted to do those really big, really pronounced crackles. So they, I think, look pretty good. I'm quite pleased with those. So that's the top drawer. And the bottom drawer, which opens the other way. Again, we've got 4 papers in there, and again the crackled paint job to the side all the way round, which again I thought looked really good. So I'm going to insert some still photos now. Please leave me some comments, let me know what you think. This was quite a challenge for me because not only was it a box, my first orchard box, but of course me being the ambitious person I am, chose an absolutely massive one. So again, have a look at the photos, they're better. Hope you like it, and thanks for watching. See you soon, ladies. you.